Peace, y'all. Welcome to iNFLiKTmusic.com. iNFLiKT. What up, y'all? Yo, we on day 3 now of Apocalyptic creativity. Yes, my friends, that's live right now on the Dialogue blog, streaming exclusively on iNFLiKTmusic.com. So good to be back with y'all. It's January 3rd, 2020. Yes, my friends, we're going through the book of the Revelation of Jesus Christ as written by his closest disciple, John. I'm so fascinated with this book, friends. And if you understand the message and you understand how John is communicating this unique message, then you'll love it. And my hope is to show y'all how wonderful, how amazing and awesome what he's saying in this book really is. Most of us think of the book as doom and gloom, about the punishment of the wicked, let's say. But my friends, that's not really what it's about. What it's about is true artistry. That's what I would like to say. It's about true artistry. Because, my friends, Jesus is the most creative man to ever live. He's the most creative artist that's ever spoken. Do you realize he never spoke without using a parable? A parable is essentially a short story to convey a point. And that's what Jesus did all the time in his ministry. That's what he wanted to do, was to convey the kingdom of love to people through parables. And this book of the Revelation is the parable of all parables, the metaphor of all metaphors, my friends. The signs, the symbols, and the imagery used in this book are so profound that once you understand it, you can't help but look at Jesus as a true artist. The one true artist, we could almost say. The one true original man who showed us the way, the truth, and the life. Alright, friends, thank you for joining me. Again, my name is iNFLiKT, and I'm writing about this book in generalities. I'm not going at it, expositionally, at verse by verse, as some people do, which is great. And I study and understand the book from that perspective in a chronological way, let's say. Although John is not giving us some timeline of the end of the world, as many people think. I honestly think that's a bit of a short-sighted, myopic way of approaching the book. It's really not about that, my friends. It's really about Jesus, the one called Christ or Messiah, the Holy One of Israel, my friends, and getting a clear picture of what he is and what he's about. And what he's about is true artistry, my friends. Artistry. He is an artist. We must think of Jesus in this way because he never spoke without a parable. And John heard and saw Jesus do that, and he turned around and did the same thing with his last breath. This is what he's doing, is writing this book. And it's such a fascinating book once you understand what's going on. And right now in chapter 3 of Apocalyptic creativity, Jesus, the Christ, is speaking to these communities, these 7 churches, if you will. Church, it comes from the word ecclesia, and it just means a called out, unique group of people doing a special purpose on Jesus' behalf. Alright, that's where we get the word church. But it's about the people. It ain't a building, my friends. Back then, at this time, they was meeting in catacombs. They was meeting in one another's homes. That's all it really was, friends. It wasn't that organized. They were just doing it kind of like these videos that I'm doing. Just doing it, throwing it out there. Yo, I'm just freestyling these, friends. I write a little bit, and then as I have the contents of what I just wrote in my mind, I freestyle a video. So thank you for joining me here on iNFLiKTmusic.com. Yo, y'all see my shirt? War divides, music connects. My friends, that's the theology of the book of Revelation. I'm telling you, that is part of the message. And if you understand that, you'll move away from all the doom and gloom. Though there is that in the book, but you must understand the bigger picture, which is about joy, happiness, glory. Alright, friends? And that's what I'm trying to attune our minds to, is the reality that Jesus, the risen Christ, is speaking life to us. Now, he does speak some harsh words in this book to the churches, and that if you look at the poetry of Christ in these two chapters 2 and 3, he's doing the same thing, following a pattern, all right? And he's calling all of us to listen to what he has to say to these 7 churches. All right, my friends, these were 7 real churches going on back in the day around the turn of the century, about 100 AD, give or take, all right? BCE or whatever the popular way to talk about it is now. It's all gravy, my friends. Yo, so I just want to attune our minds to the creativity of Christ, the poetic Jesus. Look at the structure of the translations that I'm putting out there, and you can see it very clearly, just like Genesis chapter 1, a poem where you don't even need to understand the Hebrew, or in this case, you don't need to understand the Greek to be able to see the poeticism. Is that, I just made that up. The poeticism of Jesus. On that note, my friends, let me say peace, peace. Thank you for joining me in these videos. Thank you for joining me on the Dialogue blog. Please log on again to iNFLiKTmusic.com. Download my latest project entitled Mayhem. I think y'all will like the music on there. Thank you for joining me, friends. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see y'all soon.